welcome back to another episode of Unorthoblocks. This is episode 55, and the last episode we got cracking on with the stuff in the nether, primarily a gold farm and the sorting system, and also we sorted the sorting system out for the Piglin Bartering system as well. Since the last episode, I've been busy, and it has something to do with this giant piece of obsidian behind me. Yes, this is a Overworld gold farm, which really doesn't work that well at the moment because we haven't really got that many portal blocks there. But as you can tell, since the last episode, I've got not one, but two shulker boxes full of obsidian and also some extra. So why don't I go and show you how I obtained this obsidian, because it's really cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to the obsidian farm. And yeah, you're probably looking at it and wondering, what the hell? Where's the obsidian? Like, that doesn't make sense, but it will, because I shall explain what is going on here. So as we can see, we have our end portal over here, and then we have a dropper up there, connected to this hopper clock here with 16 items in it, which is enough time for you to mine the obsidian. So I'll get to that in a minute, but we also have that same hopper clock leading into a dropper here facing into a nether portal, and that means that this chunk is loaded, because if I press F3 and G, we are in the same chunk. This nether portal is in the same chunk. Not 100% sure if it's needed for this nether portal to be in the same chunk or not, but I think it is. Anyway, it seems to work. And then if we go through over to the nether side, like here, we've essentially got the same thing. We've got a hopper clock over here, and then we've got that leading into a dropper. And then I've basically just filled this up with arrows, because that's the item I have more of, and I don't care if they go. I mean, yeah, there are other ways you can do this where you don't have to rely on using items, but I've got a ton of arrows that I don't mind losing, so it doesn't really matter. You could also use a chicken farm as well with the eggs. So that's another way we could adapt this to use eggs instead, but it works really quite well. So let's just switch this hopper on quickly. So this hopper's on. There's not actually many items in here, I don't think. Yeah, there's enough anyway, and it could do with a few more in there. Right, okay, I need to do the same on the other side. Alright, so that's now on. So now we need to go through to the end. Right, so now we can just jump in there. And now you can see, if we start mining this obsidian, we've got some hoppers underneath here. And it comes back again. How cool is that? And obviously I was standing down there, hence why there's a bit of a few blocks that don't belong here, let's just say. But yeah, that's the reason why, because I've been mining the obsidian here, and there's quite a bit in this chest still. So yeah, and that's basically how it works. So essentially what we're doing is we're loading all three dimensions at the same time, but I think in the overworld and the nether, it's only loading a few chunks from where the portals are, or from where the nether portals are. So I think it's actually only loading this chunk here, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but it seems to work. So we don't need to use this at the moment, so I'm just going to chuck a torch there, and on the nether side, I'm only switching it off because we don't really need it running constantly all the time. It would just create too much lag on the server. So yeah, so I've got a shulker box full of arrows here. I probably need to come back and fill these chests up at some point, but for now I think that's it. So hopefully you guys have a good idea on how I got all this obsidian. because it's actually quite simple once you break it down into its individual parts. I mean, essentially all we're doing is throwing an item into each of these portals every time this hopper clock clicks over. So that's all we're doing, and we're basically copying that on the same in the overworld. The only thing you want to be careful with is you want to make sure that you have linked up your nether portal properly so that it matches up with the coordinates in the overworld, because that can cause problems, and that might be the reason why it's not working for you. So just double check that the coordinates for the nether portal in the overworld corresponds with the one in the nether, because that actually is quite important. But apart from that, all it is a hopper clock, or 2 hopper clocks essentially. So I hope you get a good idea on how we've done that. Everything should be off now, so we should just be able to jump in there. And that was... whoa, that freaked the hell out of me. Anyway, and yeah, we can get on with actually building this gold farm, which was the point of gathering all this obsidian in the first place. And of course I just end up back here, don't I? Oh well, I've got an ice boat road I can take anyway. So I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and we are not even complete with this yet. I don't even think we're halfway done yet. We've got another 2 of these to do, plus we've got these 2 sides to do as well. But as you can see, this farm is working, and yeah, we're basically just using hopper lines. I could use other means, but considering the amount of items we need to deal with, hopper lines is gonna do the job fine. And we're also getting quite a fair bit of gold from there as well. Yeah, maybe not as much as from the nether gold farm, but I'm not really building it for that. I'm building it just because I thought it was a cool idea. So you can see it definitely works, because this is spawning quite a few zombie pigmen in all fairness, and they're all getting attracted to these eggs as well. So I've only used 3 eggs on each row, and then the top row I'll do the same, so it should be alright. Hopefully we don't get any zombie pigmen fall on these eggs when I do it on the top, but if we do, then I'll just have to figure out a way I can stop that from happening. Most likely trapdoors or something, but I'll get to that when I get to the top thing. So now I think let's do these 2 sides first with the obsidian I do have with me. Let's just chuck some stuff in there for now, because we won't be needing it, and get on with the rest of the time lapse. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So this farm is complete, kind of. Like, I was going to be running out of obsidian if I tried to do the top parts of these portals, so I'm going to have to grab a lot more obsidian to do that. But we are definitely getting quite a few pigmen come in, or zombie piglins as they're called now. And considering it's an overworld gold farm, we've got quite a bit of gold in here as well. I mean, we've got almost a stack of gold ingots, so that's not too bad considering what kind of farm it is. So, since then, I actually did something else in the Nether, but OBS wasn't recording it for whatever reason, so unfortunately I've lost quite a bit of footage, but I'm going to show you now, I guess. So let's head over to the Nether and show you what I've been up to. Alright, so welcome to the Nether roof, where we are actually in a Crimson Forest biome, and yeah, you can probably tell by this design down here. Although I didn't look at any tutorials, I just figured out on my own and saw these designs, so I thought, well, that's easy to do, so why not do it? And it literally didn't take that long to build either. So if we just get rid of that, we've got quite a lot of pork chops in here already, and quite a bit in there as well. I should probably add another chest there. Do I have... yeah, I've got the means to make another chest. Alright, so let's just chuck another chest there, because yeah, this farm is actually quite fast. Like, surprisingly fast considering, like, I've not really been up here long. I've literally only built it within the last half an hour, and this is all the food we've got so far from it. So I can't really complain, and also pork chops is not exactly the worst source of food either. I think it's on par with golden carrots, believe it or not, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, this farm is producing. Right, so now we've got this farm done, we need something else that we have been desperate for some time, and that is blaze rods. So I did actually come across a blaze spawner, which I think was actually quite close to that farm up there, but because we can't get to it below the bedrock, and I don't really fancy breaking any bedrock at the moment, we are going to just dig ourselves a tunnel towards it instead. That's probably the best way of doing it, and the safer way of doing it as well. So let's get back to our gold farm, or our Piglin Bartering farm, which is just here. And I need to get up the coordinates for this blaze spawner, and then dig in that direction essentially. So I should catch you when we are at said blaze spawner. Right, so I think I'm in a location, or just above a location with another fortress and a blaze spawner in it. So let's dig ourselves down carefully, because one, we don't want to fall in lava, and two, it wouldn't surprise me if there's a massive cavern down here or lava lake or something. So let's just be careful, and that's precisely what I meant. So yeah, there's definitely... oh yeah, we're right above the blaze spawner, which is a good thing, but how do we get there? That's the question. Maybe just a ladder up here, that might be a better... that might just be the best option yet. And also, you probably noticed by now, but yeah, I've got the fog turned off because you can see a lot better with it off. I think the first job to do is to make somewhat of a safe way up here, and I think to do that I'm just going to build a pillar up there and get some ladders. So let's just come down here quickly, make sure... yeah, I've definitely been here before. So let's just pillar ourselves up here, and I've got some wood on me, so we should be able to make some ladders. So that's the first step. It's not going to be 100% safe, but it should hopefully keep us safe enough, and these blaze as well. So yeah. Oh, we've reached the top already, so now all we need to do is fly, blaze. Wrong fire resistance potion. Let's just chug one of these. That will help with the blaze. Where did we get up from? We need to get up here, I think. Yeah. So let's try that again, because that obviously didn't really work out very well, did it? Yeah, I've got another stack of nether rack on me, so this should be good enough. Right, so I've made myself a pillar up here and some janky like path, and yeah, I've got to be careful with that ghast, so take him out. And I also saw a wither skeleton as well, which I've got to be careful about. So where's my sword? There it is. I'm not too bothered about these blades at the moment for at least another minute, so that's alright. But this wither skeleton could cause some problems, so that's if it's still around. We are making some progress, although we've got some skeletons there that have just spawned and my fire resistance isn't on anymore. Is it you? These guys really... What? Where are they firing from? No! No! Fire resistance, please. Fire resistance. Yay! Gray is definitely on a mission for some kind of advancement hunt, isn't he? Anyway, yeah, I've got fire resistance now at least, so these blazes shouldn't be... Oh, right, that's why, because 4 of them just spawned right over there. I'm not going to bother with them at the moment. What I am going to try and do, though, is try and land safely somewhere here. Yeah, let's land here, because I'll be safe from something. Actually, maybe not, because I just heard some skeletons after me. What I'm going to do is just make some safety pillars from these skeletons. And now I should be able to kill them, hopefully. Oh, let's do that. Wait, did he just... No. Come on, buddy. Is he up here now? He's probably going to ambush me. Look, I'm here. I don't know where he went. I'm not going to tempt fate. Come on, look. Hello. Hi. I should be safe here. Yeah. Hopefully we can get at least one. Oh. He's in the fire. Where did he go? Oh, he's down there. Oh, well, I'm just going to leave them be. I think. Because Jesus. Don't really want to tempt fate as it is. And yeah, I don't particularly fancy dying here of all places. So I think the first thing I need to do though is try and make this place as safe as possible. Not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. And also prime the blaze spawner as well. Because we got a blaze spawner there. These guys are spawning like crazy. I've got to be careful with them, but they are absolutely spawning right now, aren't they? They are above lava lake, but yeah, so I've got to do a bit of work over here. Luckily, I should probably get myself sorted first, hey? And get rid of all this junk in my inventory beforehand. And there's probably bits of redstone and stuff I need as well. So let's go back and get myself ready before we tackle anything. I've done a bit of work since the last clip. Basically just getting things prepared in order to put the lava in. We do also need to cover this. So I've got a lot of glass that we need to do. And let me tell you, this has been a pain in the butt to do. Not just because the blaze shoot at you, but luckily I've got fire resistance. I should actually take another potion. But also, their melee attack really hurts. Like, I've almost died a few times, I'm not gonna lie. But I've also figured out I've got a double blaze spawner. So I've got one there, and I've also got one, I can never see it. So here's one, and then the other one is not here. That's for sure. Let me just take to the sky. I always get afraid that there might be some wither skulls. So there's the first one. And the second one is just below it down here. There. That's the second one. And they're both in range of each other, I think. At least I'm fairly certain they are anyway. So if I'm here, that one's not on. But if I'm slightly down here, for example, I haven't actually checked this. That one's on and that one's on. I think, yeah, that one's definitely on. So we can actually load both of these at the same time, which is awesome. So one thing I do need to do, if that is the case, is actually figure out how I'm going to get the blaze in one spot. But for now, I think I'm just going to try and funnel them down here to start off with, and then figure out a way after that, because these guys are really starting to bug me. So first thing I need to do is actually block them in. So let's place a load of glass down and be back with you guys in a minute. And since then, I've been AFK here for some time, and in all fairness, this design really isn't that good compared to other designs out there, but it's quick and easy to set up, and that's kind of the reason why I've done it. So we've got a double blaze spawner here, which kind of works, kind of doesn't. Blaze are a really funny thing, because when I'm at this spawner, the blaze on this spawner will spawn, but they just keep flying, and that was gassed. Ah, you missed, but may have broken some glass, possibly. No. Yeah, so down here is where we were at, and we've only got a few blaze rods in there. And if we go up here, yeah, I need to make this a bit safer, I think. But yeah, over here, we've got quite a lot of blaze rods, and there's some stuff that I already had. So I might as well take that as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I think I'm going to call it there for an episode. We've done quite a lot today. We've made the gold farm, or kind of sorted out the gold farm. It's working better than it used to. We've made a hoglin farm for all the chopped pork, or cooked pork even, and leather, and we've also made a double blaze spawner. So that's quite a lot in one episode. So with that, thank you very much for watching. My name is MightyHigh. If you liked this video, then please click the like button, and if you really liked it, then click the subscribe button and ding that bell for further uploads. I've been MightyHigh, and thank you very much for watching. Good